Tubby Shaw, the lead vocalist of the Mighty Diamonds, killed in gun attack on McKinley Crescent in St. Andrew. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV News Report. We'll have this plus more to come on this newscast. Welcome to Links 007 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 007 TV News Report.
Give thanks and praises to the Most High God, the Rastafari. Life, everlasting life. A unity we say. Love, honesty, and trust. Yes. To suffer, yeah, oh yeah. And woman were made to feel pain. Stay by our side and guide us. We bridge on. Give us all your blessings and help us. We bridge on.
That voice will forever rest on the hearts and minds of many for the years to come. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV News Report, and this is the story making the headlines. Reggae icon Tubby Dobson of the Mighty Diamonds killed in gun attack on McKinley Crescent in St. Andrew. The local and international music fraternity has been plunged into mourning following the tragic passing of reggae icon Tubby Shaw, the lead vocalist of the Mighty Diamonds. The reggae musician Tubby, the lead vocalist for the Mighty Diamond Trio, was one of two murdered on McKinley Avenue in St. Andrew on Tuesday night. He was 67 years old. 3 other people, 2 men and a woman, were also shot in the gun attack. The musician, whose real name is Donald Orlando Shaw, was among a group of people seated on a roadway when they were sprayed by bullets around 9:45 p.m. They were rushed to hospital by residents, where Shaw and another man, Owen Beckford, were pronounced dead on their arrival. The others admitted in serious condition.
Somewhere around 9:40 p.m. last night, the preliminary information we have speaks to a lone gunman walking up to a group of persons standing at a shop, opening gunfire.
Based on the initial investigation carried out by the police, they believe that Tubby of the Mighty Diamond was the intended target based on the criminal activity which involves one of his sons.
Preliminary assessment by the intel team. We're looking at the persons who were affected by this incident last night. But whether by injury or the deceased individuals. Mr. Shaw has jumped out in this assessment because he has a son who is known in the space as a violence producer. In fact, the son is currently in our custody on a charge of murder. And as a result, trying to get a better understanding, we are looking to see if the activities of the son could have resulted in him being targeted.
The police are theorizing that reprisal might be in the pipeline, so they are keeping a close watch on the area based on this recent development in violent activities within this space.
We have deployed some assets in this space, and we are ensuring that we contain it and hold it until the necessary processes are completed and to prevent any form of reprisals.
The Mighty Diamond is known for hits such as Have Mercy, Pass the Kochi, which became an international hit twice, and I Need a Roof. The Mighty Diamonds were signed by Virgin Records, and their album Right Time was released in 1976, which became an international success. Their next album, Deeper Roots, released in 1979, was also a big success. In 2021, the group was honored at the National Honors Award and Ceremony. Continuing the news. Justice of the Peace and former Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association President James Samuels, along with a woman reported to be his helper, are nursing injuries inflicted on them during an armed invasion at Samuels' house in Jacksonville, St. Andrew on Thursday night. Samuels, who is in his 70s, was shot once by the invaders who stormed the house between 8:30 and 9 p.m. The woman was stabbed multiple times by the masked hoodlums. A very close relative of the woman who visited them in hospital stated to reporters that Samuel was recovering well. However, the woman was reportedly in and out of consciousness. According to a relative, Samuel told them that he and the woman were having a conversation inside the house when the attack took place. According to a report, the female heard someone calling and went to investigate. But when she arrived to that location, the men were already halfway in the house, so Mr. Samuel went and locked himself inside a room. He was being asked to come out, however, he refused, and that's when the men fired shots through the door, hitting him. Mr. Samuels is said to be a respectable man and one of the founding residents of Jacks Hill. The police are ruling this as a robbery. It is further reported that the masked intruders took Mr. Samuels' van and jewelry that were inside the house. Mr. Samuels is described as a good justice of the peace and never hesitate to sign young people's documents or papers. He always have good advice for individuals. Continuing the news. Lamar Dustin on Saturday became Jamaica's new record holder in the women's high jump after she won the event with a jump of 1.96 meters at the Texas Relays at the Myers Stadium in the United States. Competing for the Texas A&M, the 22-year-old Dustin, who is from Hanover, did not improve on the 1.93 meters Jamaican record by Cherie Ruff in 2010, but set a new Texas relay record and the 5th best mark on the all-top list. Dustin also secured the qualifying standard to the World Athletics Championship, which will be held in Eugene from July 15 to 24. Dustin's previous best was 1.90 achieved at last year's NCAA Division I Championship at the Hayward Field. On that occasion, she finished second. Dustin is also the indoor high jump record holder for Jamaica with a 1.92 meter jump. Continuing the news. The Netherlands Public Prosecution Service confirmed on Tuesday that reggae recording artist Jah Cure, who renamed his signature All Clock, has been sentenced to 6 years in prison with credit for time served for the attempted manslaughter in relation to an alleged stabbing incident last year. On October 1, 2021, he was arrested in Amsterdam in the Netherlands after having stabbed a music promoter in his stomach and has been detained in a penitentiary in that country ever since. The verdict came after a court heard submission of witness statement, viewed CCTV footage, and reviewed voice messages allegedly sent by Jah Cure to the victim. On March 8, Jah Cure appeared before the judge to answer to charges of attempted manslaughter, aggravated assault, or attempted aggravated assault. The sentence is less than what was originally requested by the prosecution. The prosecutor had asked the court to convict the 43-year-old recording reggae singer for attempted murder and that the suspect should be put away for 8 years with credit for time served, noted an official statement coming out of the Netherlands on March 8. Jah Cure claimed that his actions were in self-defense and he had picked up a knife before the meeting with the victim, not intended to stab the victim but to protect himself as he was wearing an expensive watch. This motion was rejected by the court. The next step is that Jah Cure lawyer to appeal the court sentence within 2 weeks if Jah Cure disagrees with the court ruling. Evidence presented against Jah Cure included witness statement and voice note messages that was sent to the promoter. In the closing statement, the prosecutor demanded that Jah Cure be sentenced to no less than 8 years. This is not the first time that Jah Cure had had run-ins with the law. He was previously convicted for 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm, rape and robbery with aggravation, for which he served 8 years of the 15 years which was received on April 26, 1999. He was released in 2007 and gained popularity from his singles Longing For and Prison Wall, released while he was imprisoned. His album The Cure was nominated for Best Reggae Album at the Grammys the following year. The prosecutor stated that Jah Cure's actions prior to the stabbing showed that it was premeditated and he intended to cause wounding and harm to Blake. The alleged stabbing was preceded by an argument over money owed to the artist by the promoter, totaling €5,000 for a concert he performed at. Links below. 7TV will continue to track this story and provide you with the latest information to come on this. Thanks for watching.